Memphis leading. Feeds it to Randolph. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 8 points for Zach Randolph.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And that one's good. Barnes.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Conley kicks to Green. Gasol's in the post. Bogut on him. And finished off by Gasol.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Barnes.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Allen's checked in. Now here's Conley. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Green kicks to Randolph. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And a chance to check out the stats for Conley. Last year, getting it done. He put in about 16 points a game last year, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Matt Barnes is checked in for Green. You look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him to tap into that, especially at the offensive end. Rarely forces situations offensively.
Just 2 to shoot. Curry's shot is good. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Iguodala kicks to Barnes. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Allen. Memphis trailing here. Dishes it to Conley. Here's Randolph. The Warriors pull it in. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Barnes can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Allen with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Conley gets the bucket. Here's Curry. Passes it to Barnes. Green against Barnes. Green dishes to Barnes. The offensive rebound. Iguodala outside for Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's now 6 points for Steph Curry. And it's Conley penetrating. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And the Grizzlies, guys, a powerful post-play team. Mike Conley, though, is still the straw that stirs the drink. I mean, he may be the most underrated point guard in our league. His quickness and ability to penetrate the lane brings a great balance to their offense.
And he makes the first. And Conley at 6'1", about 175. Pretty slight frame, but Clark, he doesn't get pushed around.
Well, he embraces the team's tough defensive style. He gets into you, racks up steals, and he's really a committed defender.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Barnes passes to Curry. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Bogut. It's Curry with the drive. Iguodala wide open. Allen with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 3. To the inside. And it's Randolph with the jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the score by Memphis. Conley against Curry. To the wing right side. Nobody near Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists tonight. Conley kicks to Allen. Gasol against Bogut. Gasol's in the post. He's got 6, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Memphis. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. Klay Thompson comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Steph Curry. Chalmers' shot is no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. JaMychal Green comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Lee in for Allen.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And the Warriors with possession here. After Memphis gets the 3, Thompson with the bucket.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
And here is Barbosa after the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. Spade sets a screen for Barbosa. Knocked away. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Here's Lee, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's Iguodala following the score by Memphis. Thompson right side. The pass to Spates. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Spates has got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
And Thompson making all 9 of his 3-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most 3-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserves.
Well, Memphis loves the grit and grind mentality of this Grizzlies team. We all know that. They are at their most fearsome, I think, right here in the grindhouse.
No doubt about it. Some names just stick, and everyone here knows when you say grindhouse, you're talking about the FedEx Forum. Memphis so strong in this building.
Well, I tell you, last year, guys, the Grizzlies lived up to the nickname of the grindhouse. Top 5 defense here at home, and a lot of close wins that could have gone either way, but they grinded them out.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Green's checked in. Now here's Iguodala. Six to shoot. Spates sets a screen. The drive by Iguodala.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've definitely had a hot hand from 3-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, you know, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Green. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Carter left side. Green with the ball. He's against Ezeli. Now Chalmers. Carter dishes it to Green. Three-pointer. And it's Spates with the rebound.
And those close wins and that blue-collar attitude is really what helped Memphis get to a 31-10 record here at home. I mean, good for second-best home record in that very tough Western Conference.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
And here are the Grizzlies now. 8-point game. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Chalmers passes to Green, and there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
.114 left in the second quarter. Green kicks to Lee. Off target from three-point range. Warriors leading by 8. Thompson outside. Barbosa dishes to Ezeli. Golden State moving the ball around. Iguodala, he's open. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Carter. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Now here is Barbosa. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. From deep, Iguodala. And it's Iguodala again missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. There's the bucket. Good. 6 points for Vince Carter. And so here is Golden State. Thompson up top, covered by Lee. And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And so we wrap up the first half. The Warriors on top. They're up by 8. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jed Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They had some very nice stretches of play in the second quarter at both ends of the floor and got out to a well-deserved 8-point lead by halftime. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
The job that guys have done in the post have been terrific. If they get more of that production in the paint next half, they'll be very tough to beat. They're taking advantage of the late rotations, and they're going right inside and straight to the rim.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.